Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So just a very quick video today. I've nearly finished the my second Shabadashri journal, and I just want to show you how I'm going to attach the lovely bit of slow stitching I've done for the spine. Now, I have sort of shown you this a few times. This is the spine, and I'm just loving it. I really do love it. Let me see if I can get a little bit of close up for you. I don't know how, I hope it's not going to go blurry, but I just think it's just beautiful, and I've absolutely loved making it. So what I've done, we did the tape, and I didn't want to attach the actual tape to this or glue it to the spine. I want it to be able to move. So I've made a little, I popped a little bit of, I think it's a bit of, what's it called, velvet in there, bit of the velvet ribbon, so it moves nicely in there. And I've just sewn it. I was going to stick it on. I stuck the bottom bit, but I sewed the top bit. So we've got a nice little gap in there. So when it's actually on the spine, I will stick that all on. This can move, so I can make it sort of like tighter if it's in the sort of like same place. And again, also, I wasn't quite sure how this is going to last on there. So again, once I've done it like that and stuck it on, I can actually add a different one to it if it doesn't work out. Just a minute, I'm not quite sure whether it's going to be durable or not, but I'm loving it. So let me just stick this on, and I just want to show you how I'm going to do it. I did cut it down a little bit. Not sure whether to put a little bit of sort of like fabric on the end of that, but we will see. So what I'm going to do, am I too close? Let me just, don't think I can come out. I can go in, but I can't come out. All I'm going to do is make sure this is tight. I'm not going to actually stick it on now, but I'm going to just show you, because I think I will have to concentrate doing this one. But what I thought I'd do is pop it on so it's nice and level in the front and the back. Pull it round a little bit, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift this up like that, and then I will glue gun this bit, and then stick that down, just so I've got that in the right place, and then I can turn it around again, lift this up and glue gun this bit on here, and then just stick that down. I've got the little ruffle bits on here, and I've added a few bits onto this because it wasn't quite long enough, so I've just added some sort of like scruffy bits onto here, and also this bit at the bottom, it's sort of a frill on there, which I don't want it to, I want it to sort of like sit quite level so it doesn't buckle up. But that's the sort of thing that I'm gonna, well, that's the way I'm gonna do it, and I just think it will look really lovely. I'm gonna leave this, like I said before, I'm gonna leave it like that, which I'm loving. So I'm nearly finished in the inside. Let's have a little peek. Shall I just show you a quick little flip through? So we've got this lovely pocket at the front, got one of our Friday freebies that are in there. Nice little flip through, lots of little dingly dangly bits in there. I've still got some postcards from the Shabadashri that I would like to add into here as well, that I just need to finish off, but I will be sort of like coming back to it and adding little bits to it as I go along as well. This is the little pocket that I made, little double pocket. We've got a few little, these are the sort of like the odd bits that I just sew together and put a little bit of tea stain, coffee stain paper on there, just as like a little journaling card. Lots of little dingly dangly bits on there. So yeah, I have absolutely loved this. That's a little pocket, so I've got a few postcards as well to go in there. I've added a little dress, or a little bit of fabric to the dress on there. Oh, I made a little sort of like postcard with some scrap fabric on there as well, just to go in there. So I've still got a few little spaces to go. I'm loving this. So if you've got like a little, if you're doing one, you can get these little clippy things, little poppers, and they will just sort of like stick on. You don't have to sew them on, they just pop on themselves. And it's just a nice little embellishment on there, isn't it? Oh look, I got a little space there. I need to pop something in there as well. But just love them. Oh, and this is a little, I glued a zip on here, just like the little zip, which I think looks nice. There's a little page edge, lots of little bits hanging off like this. I'm going to go through all of my other bits of the Shabby-Dashery, things that I've got left, and add it into them. So I've just added that onto there. So that's a nice little journaling bit. So I've got another pocket there, just little odd things that you can add on there. So if you have a nice little bit of fabric that you wanted to keep, this is absolutely perfect, isn't it? Or you could actually make the pages like this as well, and then add all your lovely little bits of fabric to it. But love them. Look at those lovely scissors, they're fabulous, aren't they? Oh, and I added the lace down here. I wasn't quite sure which lace I was going to add, but in the end I added this one. So I've just doubled it up, which is the same one as here, just to cover up that little bit, because it was a little bit open, and I didn't like it as much. But I'm just love it, absolutely love it. So I thought I'd just quickly show you how I'm going to add that, how I'm going to stick it on, and then we've got like a removable, this can be removed as well, and if I didn't want to add that, I could add a little closure on this one. So just see how long this lasts. We'll do a little bit of a tester on that one, but loving it. And the other thing that I wanted to update you on was my little bit of slow stitching that I've been doing in the evenings, which I am loving. So just my attempts at doing it. I've popped some little rows sort of flowers on there. I've added some beads into this one, which I'm going to add a little bit more, because I absolutely loved doing this with adding all the little sort of like bits and pieces and beads and sequins. So I'm going to quite embellish this quite a lot as well, I think. So I think this is going to take a little bit longer than I thought, but it's just such a lovely thing to do in the evenings. I even used orange, which I never really use orange. I attempted a little flower there. I've got some little flowers on this bit. So obviously I'm just sort of like, you know, learning as I go along, trying to do some, so I think they're a bit sort of made up flowers. I've added a little bit of seam binding along there, along here. So I'm just doing those sort of like straight stitches that you do. Another attempt at a flower on this bit. I got bits of thread absolutely everywhere, especially downstairs on my sofa. This one I sort of like, I'm trying to do sort of like little collagey bits on there as well. So I've got a little bit of velvet ribbon, and I've got some cheesecloth on there as well, which is nice. Another bit of seam binding on there. Loving these colours together. I think they're really, really nice. So that's just a piece of cheesecloth, and I've just got the blue and the purple thread in there. But I just think it's lovely. And then on this one, this is my attempt at sort of flowers along there. I will probably add beads and stuff in there as well. But I've just absolutely love doing it. Really, really love it. It's just a nice thing to sort of, because in the evenings I like to be doing something. I can't just sit still. I have to be making something or doing something, and this seems to be at the moment achieving that goal. So I am loving it. So not quite sure what I'm going to use it for yet. Depends how it comes out. You could even, when I thought about it before, I could make like a little bag, but I'm going to put that way. Not that it would really matter, but I'm just loving it. I just really, really am enjoying doing it. So that's what I will be doing. And then again, like I said, I'm going to just embellish it nicely, and then maybe obviously it will fit. There's a piece of paper. It will fit an A4 paper like that. So whether I make up a little journal by adding lots of papers together, or buy an A4 pad that opens up like that and just attach it somehow, we shall see. But look, that's all my inner workings. Look at that. Lots of stitches, lots of fun that has been. So there we go, guys. Thought I'd just give a quick update, let you know how I'm going to stick that on, because that is pretty much done now. And next week we will be working on something else. Whether it's going to be the book lovers or the tea, I'm not quite sure, or something completely different. I might even have a week of just making random things, because that will be fun as well. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the evening, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye bye.